The Golden State Warriors humiliated the Houston Rockets 126-85 in Game 3 to take a 2-1 series lead in the Western Conference Finals. Stephen Curry exploded for 35 points, 13 for 23 from the field, 5 for 12 from three-point line, and he was heard telling the Oracle Arena crowd, "This is my fucking house." If you're a two-time NBA MVP and you've had plenty of questions throughout this postseason, it's good to let off some steam, especially as you struggled throughout this Western Conference Finals. KD chipped in with 25 points, Draymond 10 points and 17 rebounds. On the flip side, the Houston Rockets struggled. James Harden 20 points, CP 13 points, 10 rebounds, and only 4 assists. The Rockets had 19 turnovers compared to the Golden State Warriors' 8 turnovers. Gilbert, I mentioned a little bit that Stephen Curry has struggled this series. People have questioned whether or not he's injured, as you give me this look. How was he able to bounce back in Game 3 and explode for 35?
Struggled. I don't struggled win.
Listen, we're comparing Steph to Steph, but they said he struggled.
Game 1, shot 53% from the field.
What's the total?
8 for 15, 18 points, 1 for 5 from the 3. Second game, 16 points, 1 for 8 for the 3. So if you think about their game plan for Steph, take away his 3-point shot, make him a driver.
Right.
Because with Steph, his confidence like skyrockets
with the three-pointer.
With the three-pointer. So, today, he has a great game because he finally got open at the 3 and those shots went in.
Yeah.
First 2 games, he wasn't getting the easy looks from the 3,
right.
To get himself going. But he was playing well, but it wasn't the Steph we know. We know the Steph shooting a long bomb, playing a whole little charade. He didn't get to do that on the road. Tonight he did. Yesterday he did.
And there was a lot of speculation of whether or not, Stephen Curry could be able to hold up with the Rockets going at him defensively. To start off the game, I think they got 4 straight buckets going at Stephen Curry, but in the second half, he scored 26 points. So obviously he wasn't bothered by the extra energy that he had to exert on the defensive end.
They're going at Steph because it's the easiest bucket that they can get.
Considering it's Clay and Draymond.
So they're attacking the weak part of, Golden State's defense. But at the end of the day, you're going against a guard, and he still has this back line back there that's going to help him at the rim.
Yeah.
But it's James Harden. James, you can take KD off the dribble, you can take Draymond off the dribble, you can take whoever you want off the dribble. What is the difference? If you can get your shot anytime you want, it doesn't matter if you do pick and roll and get Steph on you or not. You're still going to do what you're going to do. So
you're saying it's just a waste of time?
It's a waste. It's a waste of. You're just wasting the time.
Yeah,
that's what you're really doing.
That makes sense.
Like I'd rather take KD off the dribble because he is the biggest point of their offense.
And then you get to the bucket.
And you get to the bucket and Steph is there. Then taking Steph off the bucket and then now you're missing 15 layups. Like he probably missed at least 8
lot of layups
today because those extra arms is in his way. So I'd rather take the big guy off and blow past him, and I'm facing a guard.
Yeah, a guy that we didn't expect to show up for the Golden State Warriors, Kevon Looney, played pretty well as far as interior presence during last night's game. Cap, what do you think helped Stephen Curry go off in Game 3 to kind of just be his usual self?
The home crowd, you talk about the energy that the home crowd provides players. And you had a great breakdown in the green room, too, about, the discrepancy of road versus home and about how seemingly 3 quick possessions of a team like the Rockets, when they're missing their 3-pointers, can swing momentum and energy and just jazz up a home squad like the Warriors in ways that you never really imagined. So a quick 6 or 7 point swing with some missed shots here and there can feel like a 20-point deficit in the minds of the road team. So, I think obviously Steph being home, we question whether or not he's healthy.
Yeah.
I would say he doesn't look like 100% healthy, but he looked a little bit more mobile today. Yeah. Definitely had more energy. And yes, when he got popping off a little bit in the third quarter when he was hitting 7 in a row, he was gassed up big time and obviously was feeling it a little bit. So I think back being home and the fact that the Rockets, even though they kind of played some decent defense in the first quarter, and then the wheels just fell off in the second quarter and kind of opened things up for Steph. So, a few things here and there. Defensively, Rockets were not particularly good, but being back home, feeding off their energy big time, I think is what you saw in the third quarter from Steph.
The Warriors were up by as much as 41 points in Game 3. Listen, if you're losing by 41 points, just fight everybody on the court. You get a victory
But you remember I said it. I said it after Houston won Game 2.
Yeah.
I said, if you think you're going to go down to Golden State and shoot that many threes, you're going to get your ass beat. And that's what happened.
What makes you say that? Why is it like that?
Because Golden State is a great home defensive team.
Yeah.
And they thrive. When in the playoffs, you thrive off your home crowd. So if you're Houston and you're shooting 46 threes and you're going to go 13 for 43, you're getting your ass whooped because every shot you miss and every shot they make seems like it just seems more than like, so you miss, if I go shoot a 2, you come down think you're going to silence me with a fadeaway 3. This is not your home crowd. So my crowd don't give two shits about that. A foul on a missed dunk, my crowd gets excited. So the energy stays high on, on every shot I take. So every shot you miss, it just seems like we're just going to be blowing you guys. So you can miss 3 shots in a row, down 2, but because of the crowd is so excited, it makes it seem like you're down 10, 15 points. And then from there, it's just a just a spiral. So on the road, if you're on the road, you need to get to the free throw line, get easier buckets at the basket instead of just flinging threes up there.
Yeah, he did a much better job explaining it than I did. So.
After last night's game, Draymond kind of alluded to they felt threatened after they lost in Game 2. He's been very open and honest about his performance and just his mindset during this series. He said he was too amped in Game 2. He got that quick technical on James Harden, I believe, 67 seconds into the game, and so obviously Golden State felt threatened and wanted to come out and put their imprint on this series so far. But Gil, I tell people all the time, you're a genius at this basketball stuff and being able to talk about it. You mentioned that the Golden State Warriors on the road like to play circus basketball. Mm-hmm. They got home and only had 8 turnovers during last night's game. So why do you think they play such circus basketball?
It's your crowd. It's the crowds are important because it's like, let's just say I did miss 4 in a row.
Yeah.
And then the crowd standing up trying to get you back. That makes it seem like you on a heater.
Right.
So now the confidence that you didn't have, you actually have. When you're on the road and you miss a few shots, it starts like you can feel it. Like, oh shit, I don't want to miss the net. You start thinking about it. At home, every shot is like you have memory loss, short-term memory loss. Like,
whatever, I'll make the next one.
You won't think you're down, you missed 16 in a row, because the next shot, the crowd is so excited, like,
Forget about all the misses.
And then you got every player in there, like every player's doing a little antic, so it seems like everybody's on fire now.